back to my whatever. I have Harleen. You know, the friend of mine that's supposed to make a channel. Never did.
I'll get to it eventually.
So she says.
I mean, I have a channel.
That's true. She does have a channel. It's just everything is 100 years old.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so today I decided we would do a get to know each other thing. And you know what? I feel like you. I need a pillow. Okay.
I told you.
I was good
It's
until I
just a
crossed my
thing.
legs.
It-
Anyway, so I came across this while scrolling through Facebook, and so I went to the link, and technically, it's 50 questions to ask a girl if you want to know who she really is. So I figured I would do it with friends. I was gonna do it with her and my friend Sam, but we were, you know, too busy doing a bunch of other shit, and we ran out of time, and Sam had to go home. So, what I think we're going to do is we're going to do 25 questions today, stop there, and then get Sam for the last 25. That's the plan. So. That had been the plan, but that is not what happened. We did decide to go ahead and do the 50 questions, and some of them were a bit personal, so I edited those out, and we're going to go ahead and do a different set of questions with Sam some other time. Cat.
But I'm not really allowed to touch.
She's allergic to my cat, and yet she's holding him.
Okay.
There is one place you feel most like yourself. In my bed.
Now she does.
Yeah, by the way, if you haven't noticed, this room is very pink. Because I haven't, well, it's not pink because, but I have a new bed. And my bed has been put together. I have a new bed. I have the first bed
Dodger,
that
you
I
gotta
have.
go. You gotta go, bud. I'm itching like crazy.
This is the first bed that I've had in this house because when we lived in our old house, we had a bed and we didn't want to take it with us because it was an old crummy bed. So we just got rid of it and we were going to buy a bed when we moved in, and here we are a year and a half later and we just bought one. So, but anyway, it's fantastic, and I got my pink blankets and my pink pillows and my pink curtain because my husband's colorblind and doesn't give a shit.
Dodger. Hey! Hey!
No animals were harmed. Where is one place you feel most like yourself?
I guess I can give a couple places. Honestly, I love my job, so at work, I feel really comfortable, and I feel like I can be myself. But the number one place, probably at a convention.
Who do you think has had the largest influence on the person you are today? Myself. I don't think anybody really, no. All my
Nobody.
friends influenced me, really. I think.
Nobody.
Because I think if I had a different group of friends, I would be a different person. Because the friends that I had when I was really, really young, they grew up to be very different people. Vastly different from me. But that was enough. They were my friends in elementary school, and when I branched off into junior high, I made new friends and went a different route. So if I had continued to be friends with them in junior high, I wonder if I would be a completely different person. So I want to say the people that I chose to hang out with. Because I used to be a very preppy person. I'm a very peppy person now, but I used to be a very preppy person. And then I got, like, I went through so many different phases in my life. I should do a video of all my different phases that I have gone through in my life.
That's probably a lot of phases.
It would be a long
I think
one.
I just went through 2.
But I've gone through a lot, and I've had friends that have changed a lot. Because, I mean, you know, friends, they come and go.
I went from, like, emo kid to weeaboo kid, and then to me now. That's it.
Like, I mean,
To adult.
yeah, the only friend that I had that stayed was Sam, and we've been best friends since we were 12.
Nice.
And, but yeah, she has also went through changes based off of the different people. I don't know if you can hear that or not.
What?
My husband is downstairs, and he sounds like he's talking with a pinched nose. I don't know what's happening. We can hear him clearly through the floor, so I don't know if you can hear him. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so she, like me, has changed a little bit over time because I would say when I met her, she was very quiet. She's still very quiet, but not with me. And she's gotten, like, she used to just be, like, book nerd, and she's definitely come a long way since then. I used to make fun of her, and now I have an entire second channel dedicated to me reading books. But I used to make fun of that she read too many books.
I'm so dwelling on this. No one likes me. I don't know who I've influenced.
Well, it's not who have you influenced, it's who's influenced you. Who do you think has had the largest influence on the person you are today?
I thought that would be... Hold on.
Who has had the largest influence on who you are? Who has made you who you are today?
Oh.
I figured you would figure that out by what I was talking about.
Myself? I don't know. I kind of just... I have no idea.
What decade do you feel you most belong in? The 70s.
Ooh.
Without the drugs, because I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs in my life. But I feel I love the music and I love the clothes.
I like the 80s music, but the era, besides like all the depression and shit, I really like the 20s. Besides all
I
that,
like the 80s movies.
I like 80s movies.
I love
and
80s
music,
movies.
But like, I really like the whole 20s era, the nice sleek suits with like the Tommy guns and shit. I know.
And I don't mean like
appeals to me a lot.
And I don't mean like
If I want to go any further,
yeah,
the Jurassic era.
I mean like be like a young adult in these eras too, because
I want to be
like I could say I want to go back to
now.
the 90s so that I can appreciate what there was of the 80s. But right now I'm like I grew up in the 90s, but I was a kid in the 90s.
We just need a holodeck.
I
we
want
can
to
just go wherever we want, whenever we want.
Yeah, like I want to be
I need a holodeck.
an adult in the 90s who can remember the 80s movies.
Star Trek reference.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I still love the people in the clothes of the 70s, so I don't know. My mom always said I look like a hippie. So
I would agree with that, but not in a bad way.
I have the long hair, and sometimes my clothes look that way.
What
the
do I look like I belong in?
Now. What is your favorite quality about your best friend?
I don't.
Mine is that she's honest. Because as far as I know, she's never lied to me. You know, except it's like silly things, like, you know, to keep me from finding out a birthday present or something like that. But
That doesn't count. That's not.
But
lying.
yeah, no, that doesn't count. So, I would say honesty. Because we have because part of, like the one before, who knows you best. Like, we are very open with each other. We both know everything, so. Honesty. I love that she's honest with me. If I'm doing something she thinks is stupid, she will say, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I love that.
I would have to say.
You have to pick one of your three best friends. I Snapchatted that yesterday.
I guess I'll choose AJ.
I was gonna say because the other two come as a set.
Yep. And what was the question?
Favorite quality about her?
Favorite quality is her, how much she cares. She cares a great deal about the world and about me. And everyone that comes into her life, that stays in her life, she also cares a great deal about. So she'll basically do anything and everything for me, for her fiance. Sorry.
Might as well be your husband.
Sorry.
When you were younger, what did you think you were going to be when you grew up? A not so famous singer. Maybe we've gone over that before. I wanted to be a singer, but I wanted to be like famous, but not super famous. Like I wanted people to know who I was, but not that I couldn't walk out my door. I wanted to be like locally famous, and I wanted people I wanted a handful of unlocal people to know who I was.
I think I wanted to be like a dancer or something. Pretty sure that's what I wanted to be.
Do you easily accept compliments or do you hate them?
Okay, that's a tough question. That really, really depends on who it's coming from, how it's said, and like,
Yeah,
it's basically,
I was like,
it's who it's from and how it's said.
yeah.
Like, are they talking about catcalls or like...
Yeah, no, I hate catcalls.
It depends, like, if it's...
Well, it's a pain in the ass because I can't go anywhere.
I have giant tits.
I was driving in
T-shirts
my
are
car
best
one day.
friends. No cleavage. You can still see it, but there's no cleavage.
I was actually driving one day, and I'm so happy my husband was not in the car. He was actually following behind me in his car. But no, I was driving the car, and then twice while I was in the car, I had one guy drive past me and like crane his neck, turning around to look at me. And then I had another guy sitting beside me at a red light who whistled at me.
Oh my god, stop.
Those are not okay.
It's like
If you just tell me that I'm pretty, or like, hey beautiful, that's fine. Hey sexy, I don't know.
It's also sometimes when they say hey beautiful, they say it in like a condescending way.
Mm-hmm.
And that really gets under my skin.
Okay, next question. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yes, I do.
No.
I married my love at first sight, so I do.
Me
Me
and Tracy are very, very different.
I was hooked on
But
my
I
man the
love
second I
her.
met him when I was 12.
But
I met him when I was 12 too, and I had a best friend and my husband when I was 12.
I don't believe in it because I'm also the type of person... I didn't like dating in high school because I thought it was stupid.
I dated.
And I did... Not, it doesn't mean I didn't date.
Not to be like, I didn't
date.
like get around. I just dated. I had
I
serious relationships. Like they lasted.
I did date a few
That
people in
sounded
high
bad.
school. It was never serious for me. I never felt it. I broke a couple hearts, probably. I know I broke one for sure.
Hearts.
I broke one
broke
for
hearts
sure, and I
having
hope he's
heartbroken.
okay today. He is married, which makes me feel good. I just thought dating was stupid in high school. It just, people put labels on it. High schoolers are mean. Everyone knows that.
I think maybe I'm a creeper. I don't know, but okay. I had a boyfriend. I wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend. I'm sure my parents know better right now.
I don't know.
I wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend at the time, but I had a boyfriend, but it didn't really count because we never saw each other outside of school. We never kissed or anything. We just said we were boyfriend and girlfriend. So it doesn't really count, but I counted it. Anyway, so we were dating, and my husband was one of his really close friends. They had grown up together, and he introduced me, and I was just hooked. Like, because at the time, my husband was in trouble, he was on house arrest or whatever, and he was that bad boy that I wanted. And I was just... It sure happened.
I'm so sorry.
I just-
I will watch that later. We're gonna... I apologize.
So anyway, he was the bad boy that I wanted.
So he was the bad boy you wanted, huh?
Anyway, so like after school at the end of the day, I always missed the bus because I was talking to my boyfriend, but I talked to him in hopes that his friend would come around and talk. And so I really didn't know him, but I was very intrigued by him, and I was always there when they were talking, type of thing. And I didn't really see him again until, say, sophomore year. Because he was in my English class, sophomore year. Well, my English class and my science class. Whatever science it was we were taking at the time. I don't know. And anyway, we actually started dating that year. And then, like, I I think we'd only been dating like 2 weeks or something when he said he loved me. It would have been early, like way too early if it had been anybody else, but it didn't feel like it for me because I was already there because I became hooked on him years before like some weird creeper. So yes, I do believe in love at first sight because I did eventually marry that man. One day I'm going to make a whole video of the rocky road that was our love story and the fact that it's shocking that we're together now. But that is for a whole separate video.
I wish I had a cute
that
love
is
story.
long. My love story is a book.
You should write a book.
I don't know. What was the last thing that really embarrassed you? My last video. Singing with sound canceling headphones. Part 2, because it was worse than part 1, and to make it even worse, I was in the car with this one and my other friend today, and she went, "This is what we're gonna do and listen to while we're in the car."
I still want to make one, but I want to make a Disney edition. My voice sucks, but I don't care.
She's
it's
gonna make it 2
be
years
fucking
from now
fun.
when she makes her channel.
I'm not making it alone. You're
Or
gonna
she-
be there.
I'm gonna be there? Oh, by that, then I can just vlog you doing it one day.
There you go.
Because I
The
vlog.
only videos I'm going to make is when I go to cons. I told them that. It's gonna
No, because you were gonna do. You had
I said do
the
vlogging.
very first video, my video that you were in. You said you were gonna make cosplay makeup tutorials.
That involves money.
She
I
lied
haven't gotten
to
there
you.
yet.
You hear that? She lied. Anyway, also every video that she's been in that I said go down to her channel because she did it, she didn't. So, sorry. What was that? The dollar store makeup? There was no link.
That's because it wouldn't send.
Literally, yeah, we couldn't use her camera because I forget. Did we forget your camera or something? So I went to send it to her and it wasn't.
No, it just stopped. Remember, it stopped
working.
like halfway through.
Yes, there were technical
Stopped
difficulties and
halfway
she
through.
couldn't get it. So now that we got through all that, we're gonna edit it and probably chop out half of it, but that's okay.
I feel like we're gonna chop out more than half of it.
I'm gonna chop out a lot of it. This is gonna go
lot.
from 50 questions to 5.
A lot.
Okay. Anyway, as usual,
Oh fuck.
hit the like if you liked it, comment if you feel like, subscribe if you want, because I would really appreciate it, and please share with all your friends. Also, go down to the description below to follow me places on social media, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!